Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here, and it's time for the Evil Within 2 Classic Mode walkthrough continued, and we're up to Chapter 11 now, and I've actually had quite a bit of a break since the last video, the last part in Chapter 10. We just made save number 3, I think. We're in the restricted labs, and this is an area that I'm a little bit more apprehensive about for certain because, well, I don't know the proper strats. I've shown some strats off in this walkthrough, and I've also winged it a few times, but always been very descriptive about when I'm winging it and such things. But yeah, we're most certainly going to be winging it completely here.
What's this about?
Because there's an area coming up where the game is going to spawn a lament, a witch, and shitloads of haunted whilst we have to wait for a door to open. And it's very unsettling, to say the least.
What were they doing in this lab? And why did Liam want me to meet him here?
But if you look up, you'll see this cheeky key.
Unity 3 Entry authorized.
Huh. Can't pass through without one of those chips. Gotta be one around here somewhere.
Without one of those potato fries. One of those fries. Alrighty then. So it's a little bit of a maze, this area. It doesn't look like it should be that confusing, but I always kind of get lost. But that's the door we need to get opened with the Unity cerebral chip. But yeah, that guy just comes flying through the window like that. Run up to him, and you can get a free stealth kill. You can do that many times in this game, actually. Condenser. There would be red gel in here if this wasn't classic. There's fuck all else. But yeah, the witch is going to patrol around this area. The lament will be in the middle, and this will open for you in a little while when we come back. And you've got to try and get the lament out of position while sneaking around, and it's all kind of horrible. There's a lot of bottles here for distractions. And I've decided to spawn an extra enemy. Come here and you will spawn an extra enemy. I feel like it's worth it for the condenser. Which is why I don't mind her seeing me. But I do mind the shotgun not working properly. But that's just the Evil Within 2 for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think behind this shutter there is a set of nails here on the left.
Are these Union citizens? What was Mobius doing with them?
Somewhere, yeah, there they are. So there's a nice set of nails, but I've used up a shot bolt. You go down there, that's the Anema event, obviously. But the main reason I did that is because this little shutter here is a get out of jail free card, basically. If it gets a little bit hairy, you can hide under there and the enemies can't get you. So I suggest getting it open. But I think up here there's a medical syringe pouch. On this fine gentleman. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So 2 more syringes. That's the second and final medical pouch. But it's down here we come. First time playthrough of the game, this was very unsettling. Quite a lot of tension as well. Know some shit's gonna go down even on your first playthrough. And it most certainly is. There's another fuse. Good stuff.
they haven't removed this guy's chip yet, I can use it to get through that door and find Hoffman.
0128 is always the number. And this is a little cutscene that you can't skip. Which is quite unfortunate, because it's rather gruesome. But yeah, we've got the chip, and now we're going to head for the door. Now, it's like I have been saying, and I did say earlier on in the walkthrough, this next part I have never been able to properly do. So what you're probably going to see, almost certainly going to see, is me attempt it, get it wrong, and then do it the hard way. Which isn't really the best for a walkthrough, but I did mention his walkthrough a number of times because he's probably the world's best Evil Within player, but the Jigsaw Killer's run, you probably want to watch him do what I'm going to attempt and fail to do. Because this area is horrible, and I'm not looking forward to this bullshit. Huh. Okay, again. The handgun in this game is absolute fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. Fucking absolute garbage, Johannes! Fucking hell, look at the fucking camera! Look at the fucking camera spin around! This game's gameplay is garbage compared to the first game. It's fucking garbage! Why do people think this game's gameplay is better than the first game? You're all drones. All you people out there, you're all drones. Now I have, like I said before, had a break from this game. Like, since the last part, Chapter 10, I've not been on it for 5 days, and I've returned to the walkthrough, and now things ain't going so well. Oh, this is fucking AIDS, man! Look at the stamina drain. Absolutely pathetic from this game. Oh, look at that! Oh, the Evil Within 2. The biggest gaming letdown for me ever. The biggest letdown video game wise in a long, long time. I'm going to have to reset this, I think. This is absolute fucking diabolical.
Scanning for Unity's cerebral chip. Please wait. Unity cerebral chip detected. Entry authorized.
About time. Hope I can still catch up with Hoffman and ONeil.
None of this is a surprise to me. I expected this to be the worst part of the walkthrough. It's just a part of the game that I don't know how to do very well. I do feel like some of the gameplay has been decent so far, some's been really good, and some's been poor. That was beyond poor. It was absolutely pathetic. But I think it's a pathetic part of the game. What you saw me do there, you know, the lament goes to that side. I would recommend doing what I do. And I managed it. Those two haunted that are eating, I've been told that they can leap at you randomly. With this game's lack of consistency, that doesn't surprise me. But they didn't do so there. I just readied a smoke bolt and prepared myself for insanity. But overall, it was okay. So after the initial clusterfuck, it was alright. I was very nearly close to just restarting this part. I'm going to have to make a medkit. Because this fight, ONeil has an insanely cheap insta-kill that you can't get out of. It's pure bullshit. It's actually kind of fun when it's not on Classic doing this legit. But we're going to be giving ONeil some cheese, ladies and gentlemen. What you want to do is smoke bolt this motherfucker and then shot bolt him. And if you do that, you can still get stealth kills on him. 6 in a row will kill him on this difficulty. I think 3 will knock him into the second phase where he takes the gas mask off. I have 4 smoke bolts and I've got 5 shock bolts, so I'm going to do it either 3 or 4 times. After all those attempts, I'm going to just hit him with a handgun and whatever weapons I got, I think.
I'm brought in here. Gotta put the flames out.
For some reason, it doesn't always work right at the start, even though it should. Just because this game's got really, really bad controls and isn't as good as the first Evil Within. Basically. It takes so long, it almost makes me think it's not going to work. Oh, it only takes 2 to get him into the second phase. Now, when this little cutscene finishes, you can be right in front of him. And I probably will be. It's fucking terrible, but that's because the Evil Within 2's gameplay. So look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Are you kidding me? I'm already... Right, fuck off!
I'm not weak anymore, Sebastian. I won't go down easy.
Fucking hell! Fucking hate this game.
That wasn't fair.
You can actually shoot them, you don't need to pull the switch. One more and then I'm just going to resort to the guns, I think. I can't be arsed wasting any more bolts.
I told him.
Oh, he's already dead! Jesus Christ!
What happened?
I don't know. When Liam Quiddy was I tried or
Poor-
you didn't have it, so what?
Let's
I think it.
So obviously there's a lot of rage there, and a lot of rage before this fight. I'm a little bit ashamed of it, and I kind of want to restart it, but let's just say this is the worst that this walkthrough is going to get, and proceed and get better from here. But anyway, you can go back to the nurse if you wish to do so. Now, it's not quite the time for me, but I am, yeah, no, it is the time for me. I'm going to go back and make a few smoke bolts if I can, because I didn't realise this up until just before this actual walkthrough, but the fat enemies that are going to be seen for the first time in Chapter 12 can be dealt with by using smoke bolts, but it's in quite a specific way. You've got to shoot the smoke bolts next to them, not on them. And if done right, they'll just blow up. But yeah, that was only 4 or 5... Was it 4 or 5 times? Not many.
So you know Theodore Wallace?
Of course. He's head of recruitment.
But what's he doing in STEM? Why is he doing this?
There's a lot going on that you don't know about. Theodore wants Lily for himself. You saw what he did to ONeil. He'll do that to everybody in here if he has to. He'll tear this place apart to get his hands on her. I can't let that happen.
The game here is very story heavy as well, and obviously the story of this game is pretty bad, so I couldn't care less.
What is it?
But you were getting pure, unbridled, true rage there, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks a hell of a lot like the stable field emitter. Whatever it is,
We've all been there.
destroy it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I know just how. It's me. Have you finished? Good.
Got it.
But yes, we are going to descend into hell now, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 12. And it may be my least favourite chapter in the game.
He'll be here. Let me know when you're good to go.
Which is saying something, because this game irritates me anyway. But yeah, you cannot see where you're going. And it's just not fun. There's a few tricky moments, there's some demon dogs, but I want to be running through it quite quickly if I can.
Tell me something.
It's quite short though, at least.
Is that enough to take?
Like 10 and it's...
I'm good to go.
I'm going to check out the equipment in the other room. Good luck, you two.
Look how badly her face is rendered. I know people on the internet have said it, but it's true. Just shows the lack of effort they made with this game, in my personal opinion.
In 3, 2, 1.
I just like who Torres fucks off there. Woo! See ya!
Are you okay, Torres? Torres? Where'd you?
Sebastian Castellanos. You refuse to step into the darkness. So you try to bring me to the light. Your rash decisions have... You want to find your...
Okay, I'm going to leave it here. I'll see you for the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 12. It's horrible.